I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck, put me on where you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the Mcintyre Palace. I think I need to adjust my lip gloss because it's not glossing right now. It's not glossing. It's not doing its thing. Hi, greetings. I'm Dr. A, and I am on inside of the Crystal Palace. And y'all was too busy yesterday to go live. I'm just gonna tell y'all I was swamped. Okay, helping this boy with his homework, and plus I had to take on the jujitsu and teach and working here, and I had tons of inventory, and I got more coming. Anyway, yeah, I gotta sell this stuff out now. I want to first show y'all my shirt. Isn't this cute? All right, y'all want to see the back? My back shirt, back. Okay. Anyway, nice shirt, right? See, I gotta get. This is just my prototype shirt because in a minute I'm gonna get more of these types of shirts. It's gonna say Crystal Palace, but right now I can't do that because guess why? I gotta sell these out first. I got half a box left. Okay. All right, y'all. Come on, get these damn shirts. So I can make our crystal shirts. Okay. We're gonna make them crystal shirts. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Of course, I'm Dr. A. And I am in this Mickey Flicky. Come on inside the Crystal Palace. Take your shoes off, leave them by the door. Stop at the crystal bar. Grab your crystals and grab your crystals. It's cute. Who use rock over here? Grab your crystals and libations because over here we honor our ancestors. And when I say libations, I'm talking about, whatever it is that you drink. Okay. Welcome inside the Crystal Palace. And tonight I'm going to be selling crystals tonight. And sage. Those are the main things I'm selling tonight. And if you would like to get some teas and things like that, I also have them in the back. Just tell me what you're trying to do, and I recommend what teas that I can make that I'll make online for you. Anyway, so welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Of course, 4 ways to become a crystal. Make sure you, number 1, like, share, and subscribe. The second way to become a crystal is type. We call that what? The boom, boom, boom. The third way to become a crystal, we want y'all to do what? What do we need y'all to do? Like I said, jingling, jingling for the boom, boom room. The third way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call that what? We call that the parlor room. The fourth way, last but not least way, after the show, don't leave it play around me, true player for real. That's what, Y'all like my hair? My little doo-doo on the side, my little doohickey. We call that what? We call that the outhouse gang up in this thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I don't know who the hell we was talking about today. I guess we're talking about Peach. We're gonna do a little conversation on Peach, and we'll talk about everybody else. How you doing, J girl? How you doing, Ken? Welcome to Mickey Flicky Palace. How you doing, TS? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. I like that. That's straight to the point. How you doing, Kenya? That's sweet to you, Kenya. Welcome to Mickey Flicky Palace. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started because I gotta get off of here and sell because I might be going to TikTok Cause y'all, TikTok spies my stuff when I go live. I get stuff bought. Sometimes I could even go in somebody else's room. They be like, "Don't you sell crystals?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they'll be getting some off me. So, we're gonna talk peach today. These are $39.99 for a whole. This is a This is the uh tumbled crystals. These are $30.99. Plus, you have to pay for shipping. And you get a whole jar. You get, not jar, but you get a whole this. And I measure it out and I drop it in the bag right now. So get that today. And these are heavy, as you can tell. And you get a whole big crystal of these. Hold on, I gotta put this in. This is $40. And you just, if you look at it, it's, oh shoot, I dropped that. But anyway, this comes with it. If you look at this, you will find that this is at least, and these are really big. You see how big this is. Get that today. $40.99. So, and of course, my Halloween autumn fall sages is out now. So you can go cop this up. Pick this up today. Don't wait. Let me light because I think I got a mosquito in here. I'm telling you, I feel like I do. So I like these. When you light sage, it also helps to get rid of mosquitoes and flies and things like that. They're not really liking those. They don't really like them. So we're going to talk this. And I sell these sticks too as well. But this is my own personal batch that I'm dealing with. So anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get started. I have more crystals coming here, so it'll be way more than these. So don't trip. Just purchase, buy. You go to my website, the same price as my sage on my websites. I have not marked those down yet. So if you're interested, ask me about the shipping. I'll tell you how much for the shipping. Okay. All right. So, because the sage, this is only for the sage, because my sage is $5 a piece now. I got them like $7.99. I'm going to mark those down. I just haven't had time to do them yet. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk peach. I can't be on here long because I have to finish this inventory. I still got like a lot of crystals I have not put out onto the floor yet. So hopefully you all buy in time. You get this today. Why it's marked down this rate? Because these crystals are normally the tumbled crystals, or normally $45.99 a scoop, and the rough ones are normally $55.99. So they're being marked down by $15. So I mean, you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? These are real authentic crystals. This is not the fake stuff that you get from China. Because I know some people be going to China and think they're going to get the real crystal. And sometimes they don't. Y'all be ordering some of them crystals. Y'all be ordering off of TikTok. I ain't going to name no names. But some of that stuff don't be real. I'm just not hating, just telling y'all truth. Okay. So, and if you would like some herbs, the people that have gotten stuff from me, they have gotten them pretty quick. I don't play about y'all. So y'all go ahead and get y'all stuff. We're not going to play these games. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. Let me pull up Peach's mama. Tracy. And then we're going to talk other things. And if I remember correctly, I think she didn't have her. I think she took it off of there. So we probably do a conversation in regards to that. Because she took it off. I did. I had it somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. But I think it's on TikTok. We'll try to go to TikTok and we'll kind of talk about it. Or we'll just go to someone else's channel and we'll watch it. I mean, it's no big deal. I'll just pull up somebody else's content. I'm sure they don't mind. I'm almost sure they don't mind. Let's go ahead and get out of here. I'm trying to go to the TikTok. Give me a second here. Because I don't know why mine's automatically go to e- okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find. Okay, so all I got is the old one, so we just gonna try to pull it off of somebody else's. Give me a second here. I do appreciate y'all coming out because it is so important to the growth of this channel. If y'all can go ahead, give me a second here. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm quiet. I forget I'm live. Okay. Dang, I can't find it. Wait a minute. Response. Let's see. Give me a second here. Give me a second. I gotta find it. I can't find it. Who got it? Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, so y'all go subscribe to Monique. I'm already subscribed to her. So go subscribe to Monique. Thank you so much, Monique. Of course, copyright infringement, blah blah blah. When you first enter this video, you're gonna see something about copyright infringement. How you doing, Passion? Welcome to me, class. Why you got me say we ain't gonna play these games? Oh girl, I say it all the time. I've been saying that for a long time. I've been saying that for years. I don't know why I do that, but it just goes down. How you doing, Myra? Okay, so we're gonna make sure y'all shout out Monique. Makes me laugh. Makes you laugh. Part 2. Y'all can subscribe to that channel or go show her. Let her know that I show her video over here, and let her know that I gave her credit because this is actually her video. Because girl, I'm sorry, Monique. Don't be mad at me, girl. Now. Don't be mad. I got people. My people gonna support you. Thank you very much, kindly, girl. Cause I ain't got it. Okay. I ain't got it. Okay. How you doing, Myron? Welcome to me, Flicky Pass. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and watch her video. We're not gonna watch the whole thing because I want her to get credit for all the good information she put out. Hopefully she got the actual video. I hope she does. Oh my gosh. If she don't have the actual video. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see if she got it. All right.
Because you know what? When you know things ain't true, don't get mad. And the lady made a video and she got her talking on them. So I'm just laughing at it because you know what? When you know things ain't true, don't get mad. Don't get mad, okay?
Okay, so I think this is okay. This is an older video. This is not the actual one that I'm looking for, but we can still talk about it. Okay, so if I don't know who has it, if y'all have one of the mods, if you all have the actual video or y'all have access to Peach Mom's response, y'all can certainly type it in here because I can't find it. Like I had it earlier, but for whatever reason, it won't pull up no more. Okay. So if you actually have the video where her mom was basically responding to her, that would be great. I would gladly appreciate that for Tuesday. So this is where at some point her mama did respond a little bit about, not getting mad, but yet you could tell her feelings is hurt. I mean, what mother would not be hurt? I just saw your order before that I left her today. I made sure to jump on here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have my that's another story. But nevertheless, so every mother has a right because these children can break us down because they know that we love them and they know that we miss them, and we want to see our grandchildren grow up, and we want to have a good relationship with our children. I mean, all children know that, you know what I mean? And sometimes children will play these monkey ass games. Let's be clear about that. We know that, So to be honest with y'all, I'm not mad at Peach's mom. I'm not. I think that as mothers, we make mistakes. As parents, I'm gonna say, because fathers make mistakes too. So we're gonna say, as parents, we make mistakes, and sometimes where you're in that situation, you may never understand unless you're in the situation. The way that things are nowadays, people can make money on social media, right? Back then, when Tracy was coming up, and we're all coming up, because we're around the same. Well, I'm around the same age as Peach's mom, right? So in the 90s, it was only but a few things you could do, right? Let's keep it real. You can go to school, and you could try to, work your job, but keep in mind that student loan is a debt. I just paid off one of my student loans from back. What? No, that's a lie. I paid it off a long time ago, but I got new student loans I got to pay for, y'all. But that's a whole nother conversation. You know what I mean? But, you can go back to school and go in debt. We're taking out loans. I had grants, loans. I had scholarships. I still had to pay. I still ended up having to pay some money back then. You know what I mean? So, again, some women, you know what I mean, may have to do a little strange for some change. I don't know. That was back then, right? Or become a dealer, a pharmaceutical salesperson, right? We didn't have a lot of choices back, we did have a lot of choices back then. We didn't have as many as we have now, right? And even back in the day, even before our time, when our parents was coming up, they didn't have many. Then during slavery time, you know what I mean? So it just so every century we are able to do better and do more stuff, right? And then, like, even looking at Hollywood, if we look at Hollywood has fallen down. Like, rich people ain't even making their money like that. Not for real. All these mother suckers is on YouTube with us, y'all. You you see a lot of these shows, a lot of people that do comedy skits, or if they're not like the Dave Chappelle's or the, you know what I mean? But damn near everybody got a freaking podcast. Think about it. Why? Because, like, Hollywood ain't packing like that. Music ain't popping like that. TikTok is getting ready to maybe going in January, possibly. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's not like how it used to be, y'all. Let's be clear about that. It's not popping like how it used to. And because it's not popping like how it used to, guess what, y'all? Guess what? It's kind of bad out here. The economy is not really, as good as it was. So certain people that don't know how to budget their money or living beyond their means, this is the stuff that happen. I'm sorry, I had to make sure this door like it is. Okay. Once that light come on out there, I had to make sure this door light. But it's not like popping like that. So a lot of times, so sometimes we as parents, we as family, as parents, we have to do what we have to do to earn for our children. And like she said, she said on this video, she said, well, look, I took care of my children, I raised my children. And it's like, at one point in time, do you constantly hold your mama for your life? That's just like me. I'm not gonna look, I was adopted, y'all know that. I don't blame my mother. I don't keep on calling her, oh, you gave me up for adoption. Oh, you did this. I don't. No, first of all, I'm not even mad at her. Okay. She was young. She was a baby, having a baby. You know what I mean? And she didn't have help like that. So I don't have no nastiness toward her. I don't have no nastiness toward my biological father. I was put into a beautiful home with beautiful people that crack me up. Still to this day, my father makes me laugh. Okay. And they did the best they could. Even as wonderful as they were, they made some mistakes, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not going to keep on punishing somebody for something that somebody done did. I don't punish. That's just like, it can be reversed. That's just like a mother punishing her child for something they did when they was little. So how would Peach feel if her mom was like, I'm not effing with her? So I'm gonna quit messing with her because she let her boyfriend or husband, her husband hit me in the head with a bottle. So I'm not gonna F with her. So how would she feel? She wouldn't like it on the other end. Oh, let's take it a step further. What Peach gonna do when her children get older and be like, bitch, fuck you? When her children get to calling her bitches and hoes and ghetto whores and all kind of shit, what's she gonna do then? What's she gonna do when one of her sons baby mamas or wives come over there and bust her upside the head? She not gonna like that bullshit. Cause believe you me, there is a such thing as, because her dumb ass don't want to learn from her damn mistakes, there is a such thing that it could definitely boomerang on that ass. Don't be surprised when that happens, okay? But let's continue. Did y'all have the link? Okay, we got the link. Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Passion. Okay, let me pull up my little video. That's what I do. I pulls up my little video. Now, y'all, I don't know why Sister Wives or anything like that, but y'all, Christine is suing Cody for child support. Did y'all see that? Anyway, I know that's totally off the subject, but I thought I would have mentioned it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this real quick. Roster Queen. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Monique. We viewed yours for a few minutes. I appreciate your energy, child. Okay, so let me pause this. Okay, and then we're gonna go back here. Okay, and I'm gonna share the video. Yes, get your money, Christine. That's right. Okay. All right, let's watch the Queen. I kept hearing people say Ross the Queen. I couldn't find it though. I didn't know her. I didn't know she had a different name. Okay. Number one, I really like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do like the folk in Florida. I like the. Let me say that a different way. I like the folk in Florida's locks. I like the Wicks locks. Am I gonna get the Wicks locks? Probably not. Probably not. But I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm not. I'm pretty. Shoot, the locks I got. Don't you think the locks I got now is enough?
I just had to come on this live because I just saw something very funny. Very funny. You know when a person always try to be positive.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, before we even get really started on this video, what I'm going to say right here is Jasmine, Chrissy, all the rest of you rickety, raggedy, retarded ass whores. You see how Peach Mama got up here? You see how she didn't make anybody wait? She spoke and she got on, hold on, and she got on and said what she got to say. Hello? Scam likely, okay? I just wanted to answer just to be funny. So what I like about this woman is that she got right up here and she started talking. She didn't wait. She didn't say, "Well, I'm gonna wait for y'all motherfuckers to get in here." You know what I mean? Y'all need to take pointers from this. Y'all need to take points from this. Chrissy, you need to take points from this. You are not a celebrity, and nowadays people are sick of them celebrities too. Let's be honest. How long do we have to wait for Lauryn Hill to get her ass on the fucking stage? How about that? Bitch, you ain't all that. I'm not calling Miss Hill or Lauren or whatever the fuck your name is. Bitch, I think I'm older than you. I know some of y'all like Lauryn Hill. I like her music. Well, I like that first album. That second album, I was trying to act like I liked it. I did not. Bitch, where is the music at? You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Vijay writer. I'm just gonna tell you that I'm not gonna waste. I don't like wasting my money and my time. Cause just like I sat up there and got mad at Josie, what's his name, KC and JoJo monkey ass. I got up on that damn stage. I mean, well, I didn't get up on stage. I'm exaggerating here. Them motherfuckers got on that damn stage, and you know them motherfuckers was high as kite. First of all, this was a long time ago, but this was like the rehab tour. They had Ricky Ronnie. It was actually the whole New Edition, and y'all know it's probably only one or two people in New Edition, probably one that's not a dope fiend, right? Allegedly, but but they just didn't show it in the story. So I was really offended. First of all, I went to go see a rehab tour, okay. And I think was Keith Sweat up there too. I think Keith Sweat was there too with his old drunk ass, allegedly. But the point is, listen, when I come to a concert and we pay our monies, we want a show. We don't want to get up there. We want to be waiting on you to get your bitch ass on that stage, ho. I paid my money, bitch. You better be up on that stage as fast as you fucking can, okay? Bitch, on time. Bitch, on time. I'm not waiting an hour. Madonna had motherfucker waiting for 6 hours. Bitch, are you crazy? I don't give a fuck if she's a legend or icon or whatever, and she is. Okay, because I listen to Madonna. I like Madonna music, most of it. Some of it is trash. Okay, I'm just being honest. Okay, now I'm not gonna wait for these motherfuckers to come up here and start talking. I damn near ain't finna wait for Chrissy ass, stinking ass, to get her stinking, nasty attitude ass on here to talk shit. And I damn sure ain't finna wait for fishy ass, stink puss Jasmine to start running her dick suckers or vagina suckers, allegedly. I'm not gonna wait for that shit. I'm fucking not finna wait for tuna fish can, smelly cat. I'm not waiting for that allegedly horse to come up here and start talking shit, bitch. Once I come up here, you need to start talking. Now, I don't mind you small talking. I don't mind you saying, hey, girl, how you doing? I don't mind you talking to your audience or doing your intro. That's beautiful. But, bitch, don't just sit there and silent. I don't have time for you to be talking to your children. Before we get started and you muting and shit, you can say, okay, son, go sit down. That's nice. Okay, great. I like that and I appreciate that, but I'm live. I ain't live. That's what Chrissy do, bitch. I don't want to hear all that screaming. I don't want to hear all that yelling. Now, if the child is upstairs, it is understandable. But you yelling, the child is in the same damn room with you. Bitch, use your indoor voice, okay? I'm not getting ready to wait for these hoes no more. If these bitches don't start talking right away, I'm going to speed past that shit. I'm not going to listen to them. Go in. You are not that fucking important. Now, you might be important in your household with your motherfucking kids. I guess. I don't know, bitch. Probably not even that. But what I'm not going to do is listen to y'all hoes get up here and start talking slow. First of all, you bitches can't talk. And when you do fucking talk, your bitch sound like you're from elementary. Okay, bitch, I want to hear you talk when you first start. Even if it's small talk, I'm okay with it. First thing I do is I introduce myself. I have small talkage. I get points I gotta hit about my intro, and then bitch, I'm gonna try to sell you something. That's what the fuck I do. Because I'm a motherfucking entrepreneur. That's what the fuck an entrepreneur do. What I'm not gonna do, and see this woman right here, she got her ass up here. She's walking, she's going for her walk or whatever the fuck she's doing. I like her. She got up here and she just started talking. She's, hey, how y'all doing? I just got something to say. And she has every right, just like Peach, take her bitch ass up here with her funky ass and start talking the shit she talk with her rickety raggedy ass. She don't need to be nobody's mama. An unhealed bitch that's sitting up here talking shit that don't want nothing but to sit around waiting for a slobby knobby looking ass fool. I'm just saying. And then talk about her mama. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Nothing you can say. As far as I'm concerned, I forgive her mama. Now, I know it's different. It can be a bit different when you're inside of it, when you're inside of the pain. But you know what? Just because somebody has been hurt does not give the reason, does not give the right for other people to hurt you. People can say, oh, this person's come from a place of hurt. I get that, but just because you hurt don't mean you have to abuse everybody in your life. And y'all can tell she's abusive. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I can tell that she endures abuse. She gives it out. She spews it out of her pie fucking mouth. That's what she does. And that is not okay. That is not okay because you are hurt. You don't get it right. You don't get the right to hurt everybody else. That is not okay. But let's continue.
And somebody will always try to come back and try to tear them down.
Right. True. This lady is hurting. You can tell the pain that she's still hurt. First of all, the pain that she's feeling is wearing her the fuck out, and that's what Peaches want to do. Peaches or Peach or whatever the fuck this bitch name is, and she'll Peach Patch. Fuck you and that Peach Raggedy Patch. All you hoes need to stop buying that bullshit from her because she's not gonna give you no real classes on that shit. Bitch, you can go to YouTube and learn how to do it. YouTube has their own university. You don't need Peach to no, fuck that. I'm getting ready. I hate to do that, but since she want to disrespect her mom, I'm gonna tell y'all. All you gotta do is go to University of YouTube, and they will teach you the tricks and the skills of how to do it. Jasmine cannot teach you any. Well, you'll learn more from Peach than you will Jasmine. Peach is just nasty, and it's just hard to. I take that back. You can learn something from Peach. I'm just talking shit because I don't like her, but you can actually learn a little bit more from Peach. Peach will kind of give you some information, but the information she has given people has been based off of YouTube University because I ain't gonna lie. Somebody I know personally took her class and ran it down to me. They like recorded it and I looked at it and I was like, okay, this is cool. I thought it was cool. I thought it was informational. I don't it is it at the I forgot how much she charged her girl at the time that she charged her. But I mean, she could have just did looked on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. But I would rather go to Peach than to go to Jasmine. Peach is definitely a person who definitely understands because Peach is a hood bitch. See, we gotta be honest. The hood bitches are winning on the terms of trying to market you, trying to market to other motherfucking hoes because they make hoism acceptable now to in today's society. And I don't know. I didn't know that hoes. I didn't know when hoes started winning. Okay. I didn't understand that hoes started winning. And I'm not going to become a hoe just to win. No, bitch. No, that's not what I'm going to do. Okay. But I'm just saying, hoes is winning now. Well, they think they winning, but they win it in the short term. But in the long term, hoes won't win. They won't win. But in the short time, these hoes is winning right now. But they're not going. In the long term, when they JJs get worn out and they all used up, piped up, they can't cook, they can't fuck, they can't do nothing at that point in time. Meanwhile, they don't have a personality, they don't have charm. They nasty and just think that ghetto-ness that's gonna only wear out for so long. Stacey Red is not gonna be forever. Trust me. But that's neither here nor there. Let me read y'all comments, okay, before we get really deep in the thick of things. Welcome to the Crystal Palace and hit the subscribe button. Yes, please do that. Thank you. My heart hurts for her. Yes. Let's go.
You just got to. Woo. Woo.
That's bad. Just picture your mother or your grandmother having to come out here and defend herself. Just imagine it. Imagine, her having a legit job and people up at her job going, yeah, girl, your daughter, it's embarrassing. Even if you wrong, even if she's done something wrong to her child, and I'm sure she has, you know what I mean? I'm sure she has hurt her daughter. I get it, right? But how long does Peach Mama have to suffer? I'm just asking you that because I think that it's too many people that feel the need to always talk shit now and bring their asses up here. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna be honest. Children do shit like this. Now, these children nowadays, some of them ain't shit. Let's just be honest with. And it ain't always falling from the apple. It ain't always falling from the tree. You understand what I'm saying? Some children just wasn't shit because you probably got with a man and he probably wasn't shit. Or maybe at the time you wasn't shit at the time. I don't know. Stuff can happen. Or maybe you did the best that you could do with the tools that you had. That shit happens, right? But at the end of the day, how long does her mother have to suffer? How long does she have to keep going through this with this disrespectful child? Okay, the woman didn't apologize. Anytime the girl need her, she is there. That's what I look at as a whole. Like my parents have done, even as great as they were, I'm telling you, they were like the best parents. They still have made mistakes. And let me tell you something. And they've asked me to forgive them for the little mistakes, for the little bitty, teeny, tiny mistakes that they made. They asked me to forgive them. I've asked my children to forgive me. I asked for apology. Um, you know what I mean? And it just happens. Just even if your children just feel hurt, I'm gonna be apologetic. I'm not be sincere. Hey baby, I'm sorry. This woman has been sincere. She's there for her children. She's there for her grandchildren if needing be. I don't know how much more Peach won't. And so that's what really makes me side eye, because if a woman, because you have some of these mothers that come on here and will curse you out and call you bitches, hoes. We see some of these ghetto ass moms like Jasmine be like, remember she called her a hoe, remember she called her child a bitch, remember she tell her child she was ugly and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Jasmine, we've never seen Jasmine get up here and apologize to any of her fucking children. The way she treats Legendary is not the way she treats the other children. And I'm not saying when they make you mad. Children are going to make you mad, okay? Especially when they get older. The older they get, the more they can get on your fucking nerves, and you have to check their ass. And sometimes children think because they grown that they could just talk to you any type of way, and that's some bullshit, right? It's still some bullshit. I can't just talk to my mother. You know what I mean? And I probably have talked to my mother disrespectful, but guess what? uh my mother was like, okay, come on. You know what I mean? No, she did. No, she did. My mom called my daddy, come over, like, I need to talk to you. And he'll be like, whatever, that's, you don't do your mama like that, whatever. He'll check the shit out of me, right? And I'm just saying, and at the end of the day, I'll call my mama back and I'll be like, look, mama, I apologize. You know what I mean? Children are going to make mistakes like that. That is common. That is okay. As long as you all can come to, as long as it don't go too far. You understand what I'm saying? Children can get mad at their parents. We have every right as children and as mothers and as fathers to get mad at our children, or for our children get mad at us. They have feelings just like we do, right? But enough is a fucking enough. You know what I'm saying? Hair, nails done. You know what I mean? I feel like Cardi B on that shit. Hair, nails done. Enough is enough. That's what the fuck it is. Enough is enough. Nobody's gonna keep going through and keep battling with you about what the fuck done happened 20 fucking years ago. Either your fucking ass go get help, either you go get some psychological treatment, or take some fucking meds. Whatever the fuck it is, you gotta do it. At this point in time, I've tried to do everything to atone with you. I've tried to right my wrong. It's nothing I can do. Fine, we don't need to talk. Fuck it. We don't need to talk. If you need me, I'm here though. But I don't have to talk to you. If something happened to you, I can sit right outside and you just call me and say, "Hey, mama, can you take me to the store? Or mama, can you take me up to the hospital? Because I'm sick." Fine. We don't even got to talk the whole ride there. We ain't got shit to say to each other. We ain't got you know what I mean? But I'm going to do for my child because it's my child. And that's what this woman is trying to say. And I understand where she's coming from, but my heart is differently. Everybody's heart is not like her heart. Her heart is bit differently. You could be, I'm a Taurus. You could be like, need to be taken to hospital, but you're going to apologize to me before we get to that damn hospital. You're not getting in my car. Hell no. You're not going to disrespect me. That's what's not going to happen. And I'm going to let you know, I'm like, look, don't disrespect me. I'm sorry. But that's just me. But let's continue.
Just let it out. Let it out. I had to come outside and walk. I said, let me come outside and walk.
Yeah.
Because this video that I just saw, I'm like, let me go outside.
I think virtual.
And to a degree, I think Peach is basically trying to get paid off for her mom. I'm just gonna tell you what the truth is. I'm gonna tell you that she feels probably a certain way toward her mama, but at the end of the day, I think Peach is just. I really believe it's about Wood. I believe Wood. I believe Wood, as long as he can use her and keep it up. And a lot of people, I know y'all gonna say, well, it ain't all Wood fault. No, it's not. Peach does share, I would say, let's say 100%. I would say 50% of it. I would say 60% of it is Peach, and I would say 40% of it is Wood, because I believe Wood does not like her family. He does not want, he would do anything. He the type of guy, to me, this is the energy I'm picking up. He the type of guy that would try to, like all Norks. Get my short shirt. Nork survived a Nork. Okay. So I survived a Nork shirt. Okay. Get that today. But he seemed like the type of person that what he would do is try to get her to get away from everybody, and he'll try to destroy every relationship and probably at home. We don't know what's happening because we done already got told allegedly that he be laying hands on her or they fight or whatever. TPS done came out allegedly, because, and this is what was said on the street. Some of this is said on the street. This allegedly that they was fighting, and so CPS got called. That's allegedly. Now that's what I told. That's what I was told. Now I don't know. I can't prove it, right? So what I'm saying is that, sometimes with certain people, what they do is they try to get you away from your family. They try to get you away from anybody that could possibly love you. And they'll try to destroy their relationship. And part of how they try to destroy their relationship is, let's say if you have a friend or sister, they might try to have ex with that particular friend. So that friend can come back and tell you, doggone well that if you try to come back and tell that person it's getting hot in here, I gotta cut this down because I got cold. And they'll tell their particular friend, they'll tell you, their friend will tell you whatever, and then he'll be like, well, oh no, I didn't try to mess with her. She tried to mess with me, and she the one that wanted me. And then of course you'll end up not believing your friend or your family member, and so then y'all fall out. And that's what I think what he does is he tries to have sex with anybody that could possibly that he could keep her away from. Anybody that may want to help her or help them or whatever the case is, he'll try to take it there with them. That's just what I feel. And I'm telling you that it's something within that, and it's something in there. So this girl is so insecure, and Peach try to come up her and try to act like she confident. She not confident, y'all. Chrissy do that too. These hoes have low self-esteem. It's obvious because she with him. She has low self-esteem. She don't want him to have nothing to do. But say narc on each other. Both of them are narc. So it's just like I said, it's not one-sided because she do the same with him. Anybody that she sees him getting close to, she do the same thing. So they have this energy of us against the world type of thing. But yet he not, that ain't him, because he'll still go out there and do him. So we're gonna be clear about that. But at the same time, anybody he try to get close to, she think he's screwing around with, and he probably is, right? But let's continue. My disclaimer is in the beginning of the video. It's in the beginning. I'll play it now. Okay, so that was my disclaimer. So I played it. This is the second time I done played it twice. So these hoes can see it. You can't sue me. I said all allegedly. My opinion. I'm using keywords like that. I played the disclaimer twice now. Okay, so let's continue.
But I pray that everybody's having a blessed day. I don't care how much of a positive energy that you have. Somebody with a negative spirit always to try to come and tear you down, come and try to attack you. And I have been letting people attack my character for the longest. And I just sit back and I never say anything. Never say anything.
And I understand that sometimes there is two different ways we can either handle it. Sometimes we can ignore things because what is true don't always have to be proven, right? Sometimes you just let people say what they want to say. Just because somebody said, don't make it true, don't make it right, don't make it, you know what I mean? Peach does have a large platform, so it could be difficult for her. We done already seen this woman. This woman went through hell. The baby, allegedly her husband, Peach's husband, allegedly Wood, whatever the fuck this ninja name is, but allegedly he hit upside. Well, according to her, he hit upside the head with a bottle before. And her mama and her daughter throwing out accusations and trying to do whatever she can to destroy her. And then the second alleged, well, it appears that way to us. Me. And another thing, people done seen this woman at the casino and jumped on her. I tried to have a conversation with these women because I was gonna invite them on my platform. I was inviting them, but then I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't want to deal with them hoes. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I was just like, let me look at the video, and I was just gonna not just say, I don't care. I get like that. Sometimes I be really wanting first I think I sometimes I want somebody to come to my platform or certain people, and then when they may think about it, I'm like, nah, I want you over here. I change my mind. I just do, But I didn't like their energy for real. I just cause I knew daggone well, cause I was gonna get them up here and we was gonna clown them. That's what I was gonna do, but I ain't got time for all that.
Even when they attack my character,
Hmm.
I still don't never come after them because I know that ain't right there. I know that ain't right. Because what do you get out of when a person talking bad about you and you begin to talk bad about them? What are you gaining? You're not gaining anything. Hey, how you doing? You're not gaining anything when a person's sitting up talking about you like a dog,
Hmm.
making your character look bad, and you just sit back and you always just take it in and you suck it up. You suck it up because you don't believe in stooping to people level because the way they act and all the lies that they telling.
Right. And then too, you gotta and this is the key thing too. Sometimes we all have different experiences. Like we could all be in the same room, y'all. We could all be in the same room. Okay. And I could go get everybody a couple, I mean a bottle of water. And one person might be like, oh, my water didn't have a label on it, or you put a marker on my water, or um Dr. A handed me my water differently than she handed everybody else. And everybody else was like, she just handed you the water. It was no big deal. And that person could have taken it wrong. Sometimes we all have a different way of seeing things, the exact same thing, but in different ways, right? So we all have our own story. So we're going to all see things from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the spoiled child or everybody else might have felt like, hey, Peach was very spoiled and we got, what I mean? Everything was determined on Peach's well being or whatever. That could possibly happen. Sometimes the very child that you might, I'm not saying this is the case, I'm just giving an example. Sometimes the very child that was spoiled the most wants more and more attention. We see this every time. We see this a lot in life in general. Sometimes a kid that's getting way more attention, like even like the kid on the block, like we all grew up together. This particular child, parents probably was well off, and they mother and their parents loved them, and they got all kind of goody, brand new clothes, but they still went out there to get in the streets. Here you are, you don't get nothing. Your parents love you, but they don't make no money. But you going straight narrow. You done got you a scholarship and you done went off to college. And the rich kid went to jail. You know what I mean? We see this all the time. So it's not always about the parenting. It's not always about what you do. It's all about perception. The person could have got around this person or whatever, but she wasn't saying none of that stuff when her mother was helping her. And sometimes again, at the end of the day, sometimes we have to draw a line in the sand. I don't know if she said that, but I'm saying this now. Sometimes we have to draw a line in the sand, or we're gonna keep on allowing people to victimize themselves and make us be their villain constantly. No, I'm not gonna do it. I done already apologized. I just have this is just my mind frame. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If I've done something and harmed somebody, I've already apologized. What I'm not gonna do, and I've tried to rectify it by apology and showing better energy and better consequences. But what I'm not gonna do is relive that shit again. I'm not gonna keep on reliving your pain. I done already apologized. I said I was sorry. I was very sincere. I dealt with it in the moment, but what I'm not gonna do is keep reliving it. I'm not gonna do it. And you're a fool to allow somebody to try to make you feel guilty. I mean, what does she want her mother to do at this point? I'm just asking. What does she want her mother to do at this point?
Because I look at it, you'll never gain nothing.
Right.
No response is the best response. Mystery Love Company, what's wrong with you?
And that's all true what they said to her. But again, how much more can she take though? How much more she can take? All she said made a comment about the twins or whatever. I probably wouldn't have said anything about the twins. I probably been like, but to me, however, I really feel in my heart of our hearts that if she had responded to that comment, Peach still would have said something. Peach would have been like, oh, so you can't say nothing. Oh, so you said something. Don't even look like you don't want to say nothing. You the grandmother, blah, blah, blah. She would have said something anyway. Peach would have found anything to say just to be saying. But yet, we can't have a conversation about some of those classes that people pay for that they did not get the money back or they did not get the class. And by the way, I am doing a crystal introductory crystal class. If you all are interested, I'll be happy to. It's just $25. I'll be happy to go in. It'll be on a video, and we'll go through like a live, not a live that everybody else can see, but we'll do it through via video. So we can do it that way. If you would like to take an intro to introductory to crystals, if you're interested in learning about crystals, I can go through some things with you. I do have a curriculum and everything for you. If you would like to become a crystal healer and get a diploma, certification, a nice certification through my school, because I have a Reiki school, and it is accredited through holistic. I know it's air quotes. I'm sorry, I apologize for doing air quotes, but that's the only way I can do it. It's through association that certified my school. So I have a school that I can give you certified, and you can be able to turn around and flip it and make money off of it. And that particular class is $85. And you don't have to take the intro to Chris. You can go right into that class. You don't have to do the $25 and turn back around and do the $85 for the class. It's just straight. It's a flat rate of $85. Okay, so if there would be something that you will be possibly interested in, I'll be happy to, assist you in that matter. Okay. Oh, and I have an intermediate one too as well. So if you take the intro class and you want to take and then go on to the intermediate, the intermediate does have it does have a certification as well. Now the difference between the certification, the intermediate and the advanced certification part of it, you can work on clients. The third one I was telling you about, the advanced one or the crystal healing class, the second one you won't be able to work on clients, obviously, and the first one you won't be able to work, not through me. Now you can do what you want to do, but most people want to see your certification. Most people want to know you know what you're doing. So again, that would be something you'd be interested in. That portion, the intermediate one, is $50. But if you go through the intro class, you do have to go through the intermediate class. But if you want to just straight prolong it and not go through any one of that, and you just want to go to the crystal healing, become a crystal healer, and to get certified and to get your diploma through my school, the Reiki School of Certifications, uh, and other techniques, modalities, um, I got you. $85 for that. And it's not gonna be it's not gonna be an overnight class, but it'll be something where, you'll get what you need to get out of it, and we will try to get you to the point where you would become in range of becoming an expert like myself.
I always say, if I got to get on social media to tear somebody down to make some money, I never make that money. I
Well, Miss Rasta Queen, I ain't gonna lie. Now, am I turning people down to make money? I'm not really making any money though. That'll be like $100 every so often. I'm monetized, but I make $100 every so often, so it's not really making money. And I don't really think I'm turning them down. I'm just kind of telling you my piece or my energy upon them. But I get what you're talking about your daughter. But again, and let me say this, because I know what you're gonna say in a few minutes. What you're gonna say in a few minutes is that, most people want you to go off on your daughter. I don't want you to go off on your daughter. The way that you're handling right now is you expressing yourself. And if you want to express yourself, you're welcome to do it. We're going to comment on it, right? But if you don't want to express yourself and you just want to have a regular conversation, that's on you as well. I don't have any judgments on that. I'm more so mad at your daughter. I'm not upset at how you handle this. I pretty much really want to tell you that I enjoyed the way you handle it. And I get what you're saying. Your daughter does have to go on here to clown you, to make you feel bad. In my humble opinion, I do believe that your husband is decent, and I think that your daughter also has some. Your daughter. It's not just about your daughter's childhood. To me, it's also about your daughter don't feel like you should be happy. That's my opinion, and I think the moment that you get any ounce of happiness, your daughter probably saw how your husband treats you, and I'm sure your husband and you probably have a connection that she wish her and would have. But that's just my opinion. It's my opinion. Fuck you, Peach. If you got a problem with my opinion, fuck you, bitch. Let's continue. Okay. All right. Let's go.
never make that money. They can keep that money because I refuse to get on here to tear anybody down. And just like my sister told me today, she said, Tree said, I know you get tired. I know you be trying to make money and stuff. She said, but you look at it, God ain't put you on He probably just put you on this platform to talk, not to make the money. She said, you got to understand, people make money because they tear people down. They sit on YouTube.
I mean, but the thing is, people have a right to come on here and be themselves. I don't think YouTube doesn't have to be a turn down session, but unfortunately, YouTube has come down to everybody going off on everybody, and some people do need to be going off on. Not all reactors like myself. I probably have gotten a little bit more raw. Well, no, probably I've probably gotten a little bit more raw as time has gone on, and I probably have, and the reason being is it's some bullshit. This is all silly to me. It's just a joke. I don't take any of this stuff here on the YouTube street silly. Seriously, excuse me, not silly, but it's silly. And I don't take it seriously. And so I'm not really getting any benefits off tearing people down or making them feel better, because I'm not, but at the same time, what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna get up here and lie and try to fluff everybody. I'm not gonna try to tickle people's fancies or tickle people through the tulips or try to have sympathy or empathy for these hoes. Do I have empathy for Peach's mom? Yes, I actually do. Yeah, this is one of those energies. I do feel like I have a little empathy for her because I am a mom and I understand how children perceive things. And sometimes, at the end of the day, you can only do your best to provide the best home that you possibly could at the moment. All parents go through things, and sometimes once your children start having children and they become teenagers or young adults, then they'll see exactly what you mean. And that's what I had to with my mom. I had to understand like how children are, how parents are, and I had to get that. And I understood that more so now as a grandmother. I'm like, okay, this is what it is. And at some point in time, we do have to break certain type of generational curses that may be plaguing our families, if that is the case. Not all of us have. Situations that we drag on from generations to generations. That's what generational curses are. And I'm not just talking about biblically or spiritual, but I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying the fact that if okay, example, if you have an uncle that he did something to your mom, and then your mom leaves you with him, and then he does something to you, are you going to turn around and leave your daughter or your child with him? Hell no. The weird uncle in the basement, no, the fuck we not. We're going to call his ass out, or we're going to take it, or his ass is going to jail, or he got to get the fuck away from the children and the rest of the fucking family. How about we going to take his ass to jail, and he's not going to stay at grandma's house because we paying grandma's bills, and we say, grandma, yo, no good ass son can't come here. And if you don't like a grandma, then we're going to make some decisions. He's just going to go to jail. And every time he gets out, we're going to sit on the parole board and we're going to say, fuck no, because he did it to us. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to break the generational curse. That's stuff like that. And that didn't happen to me, by the way, but I'm just saying that that's what we have to do, so we don't leave our children with the weird uncle. You know what I mean? Knowingly what he did. Now if you don't know, you didn't know, that's something different. But knowingly, if he did it to your mother, then more than likely we're gonna assume that he's gonna do it to us. Okay. So these are things that we're talking about, of breaking of generational curses, and this certainly should be done, and we should be working on not repeating the same history. Okay, so you made the mistake, so you need to tell your daughter or your son, hey, don't make the same mistakes I made. I was wrong in this instance when this happened to you. Please don't do this to my grandchildren or your children, so we don't have to repeat the cycle. And again, I apologize. Again, I'm gonna be here for you forever. I apologize. You know, I made a mistake. I love you, but I was young and dumb, and I wasn't the same person I am today. I'm talking about like if you punish the child, or you said something mean to the child. We're not talking about unforgivable acts. There are such things that parents can do to us that are unforgivable acts, and there's also things of short of when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over to your children. That's something differently. Then at some point in time, you have to make some decisions. If your child keeps mistreating you or oozing you, or you keep mistreating your child and oozing them, there's a certain level. I've worked with clients like that. I've had clients that come to me. This one lady, she was an alcoholic, and she kept on cursing. When she get real inebriated, she'll call her all kind of bitches, hoes, sluts, tramps, and she'll start swinging broom handles and brooms and all kind of crazy. It was wild. And I was just like, look, I mean, her daughter was like, look, she was like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm not talking to my mother. Fuck that bitch. I mean, she was going in, you hear me? And I was just like, okay, I understand. And I'm like, ma'am, she doesn't want to talk to you. And the girl just kind of broke down everything this woman did. It was horrifying. It was horrible, right? And the thing is, that wasn't no mistake, because she was still doing it. You know what I mean? She still was abusive toward her. So at some point in time, it's not it's nothing that, at this point, she doesn't want to deal with you. She's just tolerating you now because she knows you sick, but she don't want to talk to you. She's just coming in. She's going to clean up your house, and she's getting the fuck out. So please, just if she asks you to leave, but she's cleaning up your house. She's doing you a favor. She's doing groceries. She's doing all your errands. She's doing whatever she has to do as obligation as a daughter. But she don't want shit else to do you beyond that line. So you have to respect it. And if you can't respect that, she's not coming back over. And it's just that simple. But you're my healer. No, I am your healer, and I'm trying to help you to understand that. So this may hurt, and it's going to hurt. But unfortunately, your daughter just only want this type of relationship with you until she can heal, until she get to a good place. But you have to prove yourself. And what you're doing right now, you acting a fool, is not going to help your daughter to want to become around you. And at the end of the day, Peach, you're going to need your mother. You're going to need her. But you keep on going on with this. You're not doing anything. Because I remember this one lady, these people that stayed, I don't want to say that. I'm not going to say that. But some other people, they was cursing their mama out. They was going, it was some boys. They was cussing their mother out, calling her all kind of bees and hoes and all kind of crazy stuff. And this woman like had a heart attack on the steps of her doorway, of not doorway, but outside, going into the entranceway to her house. And she had a fucking heart attack, died right there on the spot. Now think about that, and they children saw that, and they still, and they was little, and they saw that, and that angered them. The grandchildren never forgave their parents. They asked their parents to, they went to court and wanted them to stay. They wanted to stay with their mothers. They didn't want to stay. They didn't want to have nothing to do with their fathers, their father, and their uncles, because that happened. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just, sometimes something's just, and now they're gone. It's no making up. You can't say mama. You can say it in the spiritual realm, but that only, you know what I mean? But that's a regret that people have. When we say things, some things we just can never take back. You understand what I'm saying? Some things are just unforgivable. Some things just can never take back. And eventually, Peach, in my spirit of our spirit, eventually Peach is gonna need her mama. Her mama not gonna be able to do it. I'm just gonna tell you. And then Peach is gonna be up a shit creek. And it's probably gonna be involved with CPS. The CPS eventually probably will come in there and take those children. And she's probably gonna need her mama to step in and try to help. And she might not get approved, or whatever the case is. But I'm telling you, if she does not, this is a wake up call for her. She will receive a wake up call. And if she does not heed the call, you know what happens? The creator starts removing things out of your life when you fucking up. Let's be honest. The creator that's why creator took money from her. That's why she lost all that money. That's why she developed that gambling problem. She has addictions. So just like, think about it. Just like her mama probably had addiction for making money or whatever, Peach got addiction too, so it seems like a generational curse, right? So in going through that, what do you think Peach children gonna be like? They know their mama got a gambling addiction. This is what Peach said. This is not what I'm saying. This is what Peach said. So they know their mama got a gambling addiction, and allegedly the household is her and Wood arguing and allegedly on that part and having some issues, right? The children are seeing all of that. Then we ain't gonna act like they not, allegedly, okay?
Tear people down, talk bad about them, and you're not that type of person to do that.
Yes, hit the like, please. Thank you.
When a doctor looks at a patient,
And I'm telling you, after a certain period of time, you're gonna only be able to do so much. Let's go.
Say, but your blessing coming. I know my blessing coming, but I would not ever get on here and tear nobody down.
To be honest with you, you already have your blessing. Number one, you have a breath, you are breathing, you're able to walk around in your area. You're able to be free. You're not in no one's prison. You have you have wonderful skin. You're beautiful energy. You know what I mean? You have somebody that care about you. You have people that already care about you. You have a whole big family, right? You have other children that love you. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Peaches loves you in her own way, but she has a lot of hatred in her spirit. But it's kind of hard for somebody. She don't love herself though right now. I mean, she ain't been loving herself, because you can't love yourself and talk to your mama like this, after a certain period of time. You understand what I'm saying? So she's battling. So sometimes when addicts, alleged addicts, and I'm not talking about, people think that addicts are just a person that has substance abuse or oos, or or alcohol, drink. You know what I mean? No, addicts come in many forms on different things. A person that does something too much, you know what I mean? If it's to the point where I don't drink water and I'm just solely drinking coffee all day, that's addict, behavior. If I'm not drinking anything but alcohol, guess what? That's addict behavior, right? So if you having sex too much and you can't even, work or function, and every time you turn around, you watching Orn, on TV, you watching corn or Orn on TV, and you just sitting at your work desk like this. I'm not trying to be funny. I know that was graphic, very graphic, but you know what I mean. And you can't function, and you showing people, look at this picture, look at this girl. You know what I mean? Addict, okay? You understand what I'm saying? If you shopping and you don't and you don't have sense enough to save money, and you're not trying to do anything better, or you're not trying to do something, you spend so much, and it's out of control, whereas your bills not being paid. Hello, addict, addict. Okay, so we have to be honest. Okay, and it's probably was a generational curse that goes down. So don't be surprised if you have a child that your son that like to gamble, that like to pull out his dice and get the, like shake them up, shake them up, shake them. You know what I mean? And then if some, then something happens. God forbid something happens. You know what I mean? Uh, uh you know. So let's go.
So somebody sent me a video just now. That's why I came on. I said, let me walk outside because I got kind of upset when I saw the
Oh,
video
normal human.
because I've been letting this person tear my name down, drag my name through the mud, letting people coming at me, throwing this and that, talking about how I was and this and that. And people go by stuff that they see on YouTube. People People go by things what they saw on YouTube. People don't even much really know your real life.
Peach, do you understand that? I get it, right? And yes, we all, as little girls, we or little boys, we all have our own story. And it's a lot of things that we can say about a lot of parents. You can have the best parent in the world, and your parent could just do something that's just bad, and made a mistake or something, right? And what can you do? You understand what I'm saying? But try to, this woman has done more than that. And at this point in time, if you don't F with your mother, okay, we get it, right? I mean, it's over, done, and played out at this point. Okay, we get it. You don't F with your mother. You don't fuck with your mother. Okay, Peach. I mean, what the fuck, bitch? You don't fuck with Tracy. You don't fuck with your mama. You don't fuck with your family. You don't fuck with your father. You don't fuck with your siblings, your 10,000, 9, 5, 6,000 million siblings. Bitch, we get it. Okay? Bitch, we get it. At some point in time, her followers really need to be like, bitch, go get counseling. She's like, oh, well, my counseling is talking to you all. Bitch is not talking to other people. You sitting on YouTube dragging your mother to the point, what do you want? You trying to destroy your mother. Your mother still got to earn a living. Your mom still got to work. Just like, bitch, you got to, so you making money, but you don't want your mama to make no money. So you want your mama to be out there bad. Do you want your mama dependent on you? I mean, what do you want? The woman is trying to move on. You don't want nothing to do with your mama. We get it. Don't have nothing to do with your mama at this point. Don't forgive her. Walk around, be a bitch the rest of your life. Keep on with this disgusting relationship you got. Keep getting fucked and having all these motherfucking children. Keep going around and around, bitch. Merry-go-round, bitch. You keep on getting played out. Keep on in this elusive relationship, bitch. Have the fuck at it, bitch. But mind you, the children are watching you, bitch. Okay? Let me say it again. The children are watching you. You understand that, right? Okay.
life story. They just go by the little things that they hear, and they say,
And
"Oh,
I don't want to use the words of karma because a lot of people, that's overrated. Karma is not what the fuck everybody think it is. I keep telling y'all that shit. Karma is when you don't learn your lessons. When you don't learn your lessons with karma, it will just keep repeating itself. Bitch, he's gonna keep cheating on you. You have not learned that. You don't understand that. He's gonna keep cheating on you, and eventually it's gonna. Little girl that had its natural recession and it found it recognize its own face. But when he stares in the mirror, he'll lead us to his final resting place. Y'all don't hear me though. Don't go chasing waterfalls, bitch. If rivers and the sick that we used to. I know that you tryna have it your way, but no way, but I think, bitch, you moving too fast. Oh, I see the rainbow. Is it again? Okay, but y'all get what I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
oh, I believe that. I believe that." And then you study, let somebody drag your name in the mud. And I ain't talking about somebody. I'm talking about my daughter. That's who I'm talking about.
Thank you for making that clear, ma'am. Thank you so much, sister, because we're around the same age, so I'm going to call you sister, okay? What's up, sis? Yes. And I don't call everybody fuck. I used to call everybody sister, but everybody ain't kinfolk. Everybody ain't my sister, Yeah. She's talking to you, daughter. Not my motherfucking daughter, but her daughter. Okay? She's talking to you, Peach. Your mother. Your mother. And I say mother like I do Olivia. I'm not gonna say that to you, Rasta Queen. What I am gonna say to you is that Peach, bitch, she talking to you. And she talking to that fucked up ass Peach Pat said listen to you. How the fuck any of you hoes listen to this bitch at this point in time in her life? She is not a good person. She's not a good person. She's not a happy person. She's not happy with herself. Every day she looks in her mirror, she probably hates herself. She has to. We're not gonna go there. I'm not gonna get spiritual or religious with y'all because this is not the place to fucking be. I'm not gonna do that. That's not what I'm gonna do. But I am gonna say this. I do have to say this. One thing I do agree with the Bible on was there's a lot of points of the Bible. The Bible has a lot of great points, that you can certainly learn from. A lot of these spiritual doctrines have really good points to learn from them, regardless to whether you're a Christian, Muslim, whatever you are. And I believe that you can learn something for all types of walks of life, different people who spirituality, religion, and stuff like that. And that's something that I've always appreciated. I've never talk to anybody about clowning anybody's religion or spiritual beliefs or what they believe. I don't do that unless they just hurting people. That's something different, okay? But what I am gonna say is that one thing that the Bible does say is that I'm not gonna quote it per se, but I'm gonna give you the definition of the synopsis. The bottom line is, if you're not good to your parents, your days on this earth are limited. Okay? And that does not have to mean that God's going to take you away. But what that means is you're going to be, it doesn't have to mean that, but it can mean that happiness. And you can tell when a person is worn down. Peach, you look very worn down. You look very worn down. Looking at you, the way that you look, the way that you dress, it is disgusting. You look disgusting. Like when you wake up, you don't fucking brush your teeth half of the motherfucking time. You don't wash your ass. It don't look like it, in my humble opinion. You sit up here, your belly all out. You always doing that dance and bending over, bitch. Nobody want that shit. Wood don't even want that shit. I promise you. Which is why he steps out all the time, bitch. He just puts a baby in your ass just to keep your ass spending money on his ass. That's all you good for, bitch. You not good for nothing else. He might like having sex with you, I'm sure. The the fuck. I don't know fucking. I'm not his eggplant. Peach is jealous of her mother and her husband treat her like a queen. I said that earlier. How you doing, Pepper? How you doing, Veronica? Welcome to Mickey Vicky Palace. Not to mention that her kids are hearing this, right, and they have tablets and phones, right, and she don't seem to monitor them. Guess what? Most likely they are what? Watching the motherfucking videos. Okay, thank you. He's going to knock up another woman again. I know. I feel like that in my spirit as well. But you know what they say? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Y'all know what that song is. That whole fucking line, that whole song that Prince wrote, all that damn song, they trying to tell you something. You get what I'm saying? And 3 letters lead him to his final resting place. Y'all don't hear me. And let me tell you something. That's still out. See, when COVID came into play, everybody just kind of brushed the 3 letters up under the rug. No, ma'am. The 3 letters is still rocking. You hear me? And although they have pills and stuff like that for it, and there, you know what I mean? Who the fuck still wants that shit though? Just being honest, who the fuck wants that shit though? I'm just keeping it real. Who the fuck want it? I mean, regardless. Even if you got some shit, let me shut the fuck up.
You started making videos
That's
about
the chance that you could take when you fucking around with other motherfuckers. And every time he sleep with another bitch, you sleeping with them too. So y'all might as well do fucking threesomes and shit. Every time he sleeps and fuck a bitch, he fuck you fucking him too. Every time he look of a JJ, another JJ bitch, you got your mouth open and you licking it too. I'm just being honest. Y'all all having a party. Y'all all having a party. And I'm just saying, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. Knowingly, though. Knowingly. And if you want, and you're saying you want your husband, and y'all married, and this and this and that. Let me shut.
your mama.
I don't give a fuck.
Girl, I have moved.
Let me not even talk about that. Let's ixnay out that conversation. I don't listen. That's her. Let's talk about her. Let's stick to what her mother's talking about, because I got out of pocket for a second. Let me shut the fuck up.
Who don't? I don't care how many names. And a lot of people say I don't hold my child accountable. A lot of people say I don't hold accountable because I don't get on here and I don't act a fool, because y'all got to understand.
How can she hold her damn child? She can't hold this little bitch accountable. I mean, what y'all want me to say? I don't know what to say. She can't hold this little bitch accountable. This bitch, I don't talk to I don't call my daughter a little bitch though, by the way. And I don't call my daughter bitches and hoes and none of that shit. I've never done that. But I'm just making a point. I'm talking about Peach. Okay? She can't make her daughter, held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because her daughter gonna do what she gonna do. She been doing this shit. She been on here for a long time, for a little while now, longer than too damn long, if you ask me. On here disrespecting her mama, clowning her mama, going off on her mama. I mean, what people want from her at this point? What is she supposed to do about this situation? She doing what she know how to do, which is what she's doing now, expressing herself and just saying, "Hey, this is what it is."
Some of y'all be like, "She crazy." I'm not crazy. I
don't think you crazy.
No, nothing. I'm a mother. And I don't care how somebody might feel, how somebody might take it, or whatever, but I refuse to get on him and to go back and forth like any other mother. Get on here and want to cuss their child out because they
Jasmine, just like your bitch ass. I remember when Jasmine commented on this situation, she's like, "Oh, well, some mothers, oh yeah, my mother did me the same way." Bitch. Jasmine need to shut the fuck up, bitch. You are the main motherfucker. Cheryl rides for your ass, because I would have been tossed you out to the pasture, as they say in the South. As they said in the motherfucking South. Bitch, I would have been tossed you to pastor. Okay? You know, that's where they put the cow. That's where the cows go. I would have been casted you out. I would have casted you out like a demon. You hear me? I'd have been like hum num 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 hum num 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 num. I'd have been like pulling out ox and shit on your ass. I'd have pulled out this light right here, and I would have been putting it on your head and putting holy water on there, throwing some holy water on that shit like this, and be like on your head, bitch. That's what I would have did to you. Cause I know I'd be like, you must have the devil up in you talking to me like that. You know what I'm saying? So you need. I feel like why is Jasmine even commenting on this? Jasmine should have stayed her ass off the sub. She did that when the fight broke out with Peach. Okay, with Peach's mom, she shouldn't have had shit to say. Because at the end of the day, Peach, that was your fault though. Now you want to, whether you want to take responsibility or not, it's irresponsible for you on your platform for you to be talking all this shit on you, and you got some crazy ass bitches that follow you. I'm just being honest with not everybody, but I said some. I'm not calling all you motherfuckers crazy. I'm not calling all you retarded motherfuckers crazy. But what I'm saying is some of you motherfuckers that follow her is fucking delusional, bitch. You fucking delusional bitch. And I'm just saying, bitch, that you should not, you know, you the one set your mama up to like, you know, if anything would happen to your mother, if they would have hurt your mother really bad, bitch, you should have went to jail too. Just like them two hoes, if they would have hurt your mama, but they got their asses molly the fuck whopped. So they got beat the fuck up, right? But if they had got their motherfucking ass beat the fuck up, bitch, then your motherfucking ass, you know what I'm saying, should have been sitting in the cell right next to them hoes. Okay?
They child calling them all kinds of names and this and that or whatever. I'm not gonna do that.
I don't expect, ma'am, Rasta Queen, I don't expect you to call your daughter her name. I don't expect you to get up here and to go off. I didn't even really expect you to make this video, to be honest with you. But you know what? As a mom, enough is fucking enough. Hair, nails done, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough. You know what I mean? That's the only song I like. I like that part. I just like the, you know, just, I don't know. I'm not really a Cardi, you know, I'm not really into this new school music that some of these motherfuckers play. But every, every now and then I'll catch a I guess it's a bar. Some of this shit is not bars, but whatever. I catch a lyric, a part in the song that I like. I like that part, but you know, the whole song. Or am I like the beat? I'm a beat person. I'm a beat, and I like a lyric here and there.
I got too much class to be stooping down to that level right there.
Right.
I have too much class.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people want me to come on here. Y'all want me to make a video calling her.
I don't want you to make a video, Miss Tracy, ma'am. And this is respectfully. I don't want you to make a video cursing your daughter out. I don't even deem it necessary. I don't even think she's worth it. And that's not who you are at this stage. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not publicly, right? I don't think you should make a video cursing your daughter out. I don't want you to do that because all she doing, she'll feed off of that. This bitch she want that energy. She want to feed off of that negativity. That's how Peach roll, which is why she's still with that ninja, because she feeds off of his negative energy. She feeds off of that shit. She feeds when she sits around and look like she illiform or look like she just got out of the crazy bed. The bitch eats off of that. She eats off of him looking at her going like, bitch, you need to comb your hair, or bitch, you look retarded. She gets off on him not wanting to be seen with her retarded looking ass. She gets off on that kind of shit. When people come up there and they be like, bitch, you ugly, or bitch, you look stupid, she feeds off of that. That's how she gets her energy. She loves that shit. Peach loves to be talked to like that. That's so why it doesn't make no sense for her as her mother, and not only that, but as a mother. Why would why would she come on here cursing her out? It don't make no sense. And I think I don't think nobody should expect this woman to do that. Nobody should expect her to do that. I don't expect her to, nor do I want her to. Okay. So we're not the same. I don't agree with that, ma'am. And I don't expect you to do that. I didn't want you to do that. And I would have been like, don't do that, you know. So we don't want you to do that. Nobody wants you to do that, but a retarded motherfucker wants you to do that because they want to feed off of that. Now, yes, we do drama over here. Yes, we the fuck do. Let's be clear. We're not gonna play these games. We ain't gonna play these motherfucking games. We're gonna call it a spade, bitch. We gonna call a monkey a monkey. We gonna call a candle a motherfucking candle. That's what the fuck we gonna do. We gonna call sage, bitch, a sage, crystals. This is sage. Get this shit now. This is $5 fucking, ma'am. Anyway, that's my Halloween sage, my fall sage. Hello? And if you notice, it has what? It has cinnamon on it. Give it that nice, good smell. Hello? Shit, I'm rocking over this motherfucker. What? Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you that nobody wants her to do that. It don't make sense for her to do that. It has everything to do with her level of respect for her daughter. And I respect my daughter to the utmost. I respect all of my children. Do I have to go off on them? Yes. We all do as mothers. Sometimes we have to check, and it's not, you don't have to be nasty toward them. You just have to chin check their ass. Sometimes you have to be like, look, chill out. I'm not doing that, or no. Or you have to tell them no sometimes. No is fucking no. Sometimes no is no. And sometimes you have to get on them so they can understand stuff. Some children, you might have one child. If you say no, they be like, all right then. And then some other children, you have to keep telling no. I said, damn it, no. Did you just hear what I said? You know what I mean? You have some children like that. Not all children are like that. Some children are like that. You might have one or two like that, right? You know?
Her names, telling her business. I'm still not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Because I know the type of mom I have been. I know the sacrifices I've been to take care of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I know the sacrifices to make sure my children had and my grandchildren had, okay?
Okay.
I know the sacrifices.
How would you like to?
We all as moms sacrifice. Peach, you know, just like you should understand that too. Don't you make sacrifices for your children? Don't you sometimes not go to gambling so your children can eat? Because you know Wood ain't making no motherfucking money, allegedly. But I mean, maybe on his channel, but you got to push him to do it. Well, and when he wanted to make money, you didn't want him to go nowhere because you wanted him to lay up under your fat ass. I'm just saying.
Ever have to somebody paying me to keep their kids. Never. I never.
Oh, I'll charge mine. They have to do something for me. Yeah. Because sometimes if they're going to school or if they're working, that's something maybe a little differently. But if they want to do an excursion or go out to catch another flight or have a wet ass or have a wet penis or something, because I got boys and I got boys and I got a girl. So if they want to have either a wet ass or a wet penis or a wet whatever, the fuck watching your children while you just go on excursion? No. You got to be doing something for me to keep your children like that. I'm just being honest with you. Which is why I don't ask nobody. Listen, I have an 8-year-old. We don't ask people to keep our children. You know who keeps my children? My biological mother. Ask me where my biological mother live. How many hours did my biological mom stay from me? 4 hours. So that means she don't babysit them all the time. Do you feel me? Most of the time, me and my husband take our child with us. So we don't ask for babysitters. I'm just saying, and when my biological mom do watch him, we'll bring her something to eat. I'm not saying they have to pay me money. I'm just saying I might ask you to bring me some coffee. Hello? I might tell you to bring me some Starbucks, motherfucker. I might go tell you to bring me some one of my favorite restaurant meals. You know what I mean? Or I might say, hey, make sure your child has something to eat when they come here. You get what I'm saying? That shit like that. Have I ever charged my children? Yes, the fuck I have. But I'm just saying, this grandma is saying she don't charge you nothing, girl. The nerve of you. But let me tell you something. On the back end, you should pay your mama for keeping your little raggedy rag runts. You should, the little crumb snatchers. I'm just playing with the kids. I love the kids. Dr. A love the kids. I'm just playing with the kids. I'm just saying you should pay your mother. You should give your mother something, your daddy. Give them something, for keeping the kid. My mother would keep my children. My parents would keep my children. And I would give them something. My children didn't know about, like, look, I take them in the room and slide them some money. I'd be like, here, take this money. I'm going to go. Or whatever. It's nothing wrong with doing that. You should offer. Even if they tell you no, you still give it to them. You should. The fuck?
I'll pick up the phone and call one of my kids called me and say, "Mama, would you keep my children?" And I tell him, you got to pay me. I'm not that type of grandmama. I'm not that type of grandmama. If I was such a bad grandmama, you think my grandchildren would want to come hang around me? My grandchildren,
Well, shit. I'm not a bad grandmother, but they still don't want to come and hang around me. You know why? Because they're not going to be jumping all on my couch. I'm talking about my youngest grandchildren. I'm like, nope, you're not finna run wild in here. Sit down. Sit your ass down. I don't say ass though. I don't say that. I don't talk like this to my grandchildren. I talk to my grown children. I might go sit your little butt down. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say that to grandchildren. I'll be like, you better sit down, little boy. You better sit down, little girl. They'll be like, grandma. Da, 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 da. Like, go sit down. You understand what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with doing that. So no, I'm not gonna let them run around. So that if it's a choice between to stay with me or stay with the other grandma, they probably gonna go with the other grandma. I'm just gonna be honest. They don't make me a bad grandma. They just know they can. She's more freer and she's more whimsical. I'm not so much. I just be like, what you doing? Now we got some fun, but you ain't finna turn my shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah. And if I gotta move, I don't like having to move stuff. Just because you have your child to come on my house, if I gotta move shit, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna be moving chairs and shit for your child to come. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not. I have an ancestry thing right in the middle of my floor, my living room, my ancestry it got crystals on it, obituaries. I got water for the ancestors. I got perfume for the ancestors. I got I put food out for them. I mean, it's just kind of wild. So the fuck, I'm not moving my shit. I don't want to move my shit because you bring your kid over. I don't. So either your child gonna sit down or they can take their ass upstairs in the room. Now I go up there with them. They can go in my son's room and they can play in my son's room. He got a basketball. He got all kind of little toys and stuff in his room. You understand what I'm saying? So it's no reason to play in my living room. It's no reason when you're eating, sit your behind down at the kitchen. You're not getting ready to take food around my house. Shoes are not to be worn in my house. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying. When you eat at the dinner table, you eat the dinner table. If you're not hungry, then we're going to go back down the next meal. We're not going to be eating and walking and talking. That shit, no. Children can't come over to my house like that. That's why I don't have company like that. I had a homegirl came to my house. She let her son walk up and down the stairs with the food. I said, hold on, bitch. And I don't talk like that. Y'all got to understand something. Not call these bitches because they bitches. I'm not calling Miss Trees a bitch. I'm talking about Peach. I'm going to tell y'all something. If I call you a bitch, I don't like you. And I was like, look, bitch, don't be having your motherfucking son walking up and down my damn steps. And I told you one time, better yet, get the fuck out. And she was like, well, I don't really have nowhere to sleep. Well, I don't know what to tell you, bitch. You can go to a hotel. Because what the fuck you ain't gonna do, I told you to tell your child to sit down. She's like, well, can you give me another chance? No. No. I told you to sit your child can't walk up and down. Now you might be able to do that shit at your house as a partner. Because her house, her house wasn't she don't have a nasty house, but it's junky. And what you ain't gonna do is bring your junk to my motherfucking house. If I got a deep clean after you leave, that's a fucking problem.
It won't even much talk to me. And if I was a bad mama, why did I keep all them kids? If I was a bad mama and I was there when two of them was born, okay? Two of them was born, but when the other ones came, I had to take off days from work.
I ain't missing no money. I'm not missing them. I ain't that type of grandma. I'm not missing no money. Listen, I'm here at Euphoria. If you want me to babysit your child, we will be at Euphoria. If you don't feel like you want your child in this environment, then you need to take your damn child with you. Correct. Mm-hmm. When I used to be a Panther, when I was in a movement, and you wanted me to keep your child, well, your child will be going to a meeting with me. If you do not want me to watch your child, I'll make a suggestion you taking your damn child with you. Just saying. I mean, me babysitting does not disrupt my life. No. Because if I had something to do, I had something to do before you decided you want me to keep your kids? I'm not taking off work. This is a good ass grandma. I mean, what the fuck y'all want me to say? I know that's right. I don't understand these kids and think who do they are do entitled to think that they have to watch their kids. I repeated my kids' places. Unless I really could have. I gave my mom money. Yes, you should. Right. You're so right. She wants her mom to clap back. Not clapping back would drive her crazy, right? Drinking a cup of coffee and smiling, shit. Fuck that. My mom told me to take my sister to the South Carolina and get a root removed from her. I said, "Where I'm supposed to do find a witch doctor? If your sister need a root removed, I can do that. Let me know. I got you. I'll put my website up in here, girl. You need a root removed. I'm not a witch doctor, right? But I do work. I do healing work. Okay. But if you would like, I will type my little. I will share my website in here. That's me going to my website. If y'all hear the little click button, I will share my website in here, and you're more than welcome to. If you need any work done, I am very reasonable. There you go. Let's go.
And I'm just getting tired of my name being dragged through the mud,
Of
okay?
course.
I am getting tired of that. I am not, y'all excuse my language. I am not no bitch. My name is Mama Tracy. I'm not a whore.
That's right. That's right. Now listen, and this is where it gets fucking fucked up. Bitch. This is why I call some of y'all bitches. Bitch. Why are you calling? Listen, my mother did not raise me. I don't number one, I don't think my mother was a bad person for not raising me. I think that she did a very selfless act in allowing a nice couple to raise me. To make me such the fucking happy spirit I am today. No, I would never call. I never even thought my mother was a bitch. I've never even thought my mother who raised me was a bitch. I've never called her that. I would never. Now again, have I had my struggle? Have I said crazy stuff to my mother? Yes. Oh my God, I'm human. But damn it, my heart just made me apologize because I was like, Mom, I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? Mom, I love you. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? And then I popped her butt and ran around in circles, and she grabbed me and hugged me and said, "It's okay. I understand." And apologized. And I apologized, and we both cried. Well, she cried, and I just hugged her back. But that's not the point. I don't like her. My mother was really sensitive. So if I said anything, she would probably cry. You know, if I said anything that sounded remotely like it could be perceived as, but my mother was very sensitive. I'm not as sensitive as my mother. I am a Taurus, so I'm a little bit differently. My skin is a little bit tougher than my mom's skin. She's very tough, and my other mom is very sensitive in comparison to me. Okay, but I'm not. I'm kind of, you know what I mean. My daughter's sensitive. My bio mom's sensitive, and my mother who raised me is very sensitive. Me, not so much. Yeah.
Whore. My name is Mama Tracy, okay? If you can't call me by name, one of them names, don't call me at all, okay?
Yeah, at this point, leave your goddamn mama alone. How about that? How about Peaches? Leave your motherfucking mama alone. You don't fuck with her. That's what's up. We get it. Your mother gets it. I'm not gonna call Miss Tracy or Tracy. I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna call you out your name, ma'am. I won't. Mm-mm. No, no. And I agree with you. Call her. Call your mama. You can call Tracy at this point. Just call Tracy. Stop calling your mom out your name. Because when your children start calling you bitches and hoes and dried up, raggedy, rough muffin, and then when your children get to the point where when they get older and become teenagers and your ass go up to their school looking fucked up the way you do now, look, and bitch, it's probably gonna get worse. Bitch, they probably not gonna claim your funky ass after a while. I promise you, after a while, they're gonna be like, girl, that's your mom. And they're gonna be like, mm-mm. And then what you gonna do then? How that's gonna make you feel? You know you gonna break your ass down. Watch.
Don't call me at all. I am just fed up. I'm fed up because I don't
Right.
never get on YouTube and talk about nobody. I never get on here and down
What you
nobody.
don't?
But this video that just came saying I will never see your kids. If you don't want me to see your kids, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Let me say, and I might be different. I will hurt. I promise you. But somebody tell me, you let me tell you something. You can't hold nothing on my head and telling me I can't see my grandchildren. I can't see my children. Okay, you don't want me to see them. I mean, I'm not gonna press it. I'm not gonna make you. I'm not gonna force you to do something you don't want me to do. If you don't want me to help you, that's what's up. Help your motherfucking self. How about that? But don't call me and think I'm gonna drop everything I'm doing to help you. At the end of told me you don't want me to help you. Or you ain't fucking with me, or I'm a bitch, or I'm this, I'm that. I'm not fucking with you. Just saying. And I'm not trying to be cold, but it's a reality. And sometimes people are not allowed to keep mistreating you, even if you have wronged them to a degree. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Even if you have wronged a person, if you did what you could do to amend that relationship, you have every right to do that. But you can't keep allowing someone to mistreat you. You can't allow that. You've already apologized. You've already atoned. You've done your best. They're not going to keep coming back around to mistreat you. Fuck that. And I'm not going to be nobody's motherfucking punching bag. How about that? How about, bitch, go find you a bag and punch that motherfucker. Or go find the person that's laying up in your motherfucking house eating up all your food and your cereal, fucking you, putting a eggplant in your ass or wherever the fuck is going. Go mistreat that motherfucker. You ain't gonna do me like that. How about that? How about that? And I deserve to be happy, so do you. But you choose. Happiness is a choice, motherfucker. Either you're going to be happy or you're going to be fucking miserable or you're going to be mediocre feeling. Or you just going to be like, fuck it. Whatever you feeling, your ass got that choice. I don't have nothing to do with what the fuck you got going on in your life. I'm not the cause of it no more because I've already did my best. It's up to you to go get counseling. If you need to go get counseling, I will go with you. I remember one time, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But what I'm saying is, listen. Sometimes when people have every right, they can still fuck with you, they can still love you, they can be like, you know what, I love you and I'm here for you. But if a person don't want to go to counseling with you, they don't have to. If a person does not want to go to counseling, they don't have to. That's your decision. That's your choice. You are grown. But what you're not going to do is to keep punishing me for something you feel like I did or something maybe I have done. But I've already apologized. And sometimes, listen, sometimes some people sometimes apologies don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can apologize to somebody, but if you did something so bad to that person, you know what I mean? Like unalive some shit. I mean, sometimes it's no coming back from that, right? So no matter what you say, at the same time, you can say apology, I apologize, but I mean, it's nothing you can do. It's some things is never coming back. You can never come back from this, right? From that. But what can you do? You can keep on, I remember a partner of mine, she's like, but just when you wrong somebody and they apologize and you may be over, but they're not. I'm like, well, I felt like she should express herself, but then I'm thinking now, because as a Taurus, sometimes we take a minute to think about something. Something may pop back up and we'll think about what that person said. And for me, I mean, that's on them, I mean, I'm just a different type of healer. If I've already apologized to you, if I already said I'm sorry, I've already tried to atone for it, I am here for you. But what I'm not going to do is allow anybody to manipulate me or make me to have a certain amount of guilt. I don't do guilt. I'm not getting ready to feel guilty for some shit that I've already apologized for. And I've already been here. You're not going to manipulate me. You're not going to make me relive the pain that I may have caused you. I'm not going to relive it. And you don't have to relive it either. You have a choice. In life, we have what? Choices. So you have a right to work on healing. You have a right to come with me till we can work through the healing process. Or we don't. I don't know. That's a Taurus in me. And I'm probably rough as a healer. I probably am rough as a healer. But some things, I'm compassionate on some things, and other things, not so much. But I just don't believe in oozing anybody. It's been people that wrong me. I'm not going to constantly make a motherfucker relive when they wronged me. We're not gonna keep doing that. That shit you might done when you was little. I might have did it when I was little. When I was in little relationships like boyfriend, girlfriend. Oh, you like me? Oh, you try to talk to old girl. So I'm gonna keep holding that over your head. No, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm 51 years old. I'm not gonna bring up unless I'm being silly or playing or something like that. Or we're having a conversation, not about the pain, not no painful shit, but I mean just little silly stuff. We're playing, right? But what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna try to force somebody or make somebody feel guilty to relive something that they might have done to me. I'm not gonna do it. That's not that wouldn't be fair to my biological mom. I'm not gonna make her relive that in a painful way. I'm not going to make her hurt or force her to relive the day that she gave me up. That's wrong. That's fucking wrong. That is evil. That is fucking diabolical. I'm not getting ready to do that because I'm past that. And so we have to heal. My mother, when I came to my parents, they was like, look, you were loved. They told me I was adopted. It's like, you were loved. We love you. Your mom loved you. They love you. They just couldn't take care of you. You know what I mean? And we're here. You know what I mean? God blessed us with you, and God blessed us. God blessed us in both ways. So we're blessed. That's what I got brought up around. And I'm telling you, nobody can make nobody hurt the way that a person can hurt. If anybody's gonna beat up on themselves, they have to beat you. You can beat up on yourself if that's what you want to do. But what you're not gonna do is make me relive your pain. Not gonna do it. Even if I caused it, I apologize. I've tried to tone with you. I've done what I needed to do, what I felt like the best was in my best power. But you don't have a right to ooze somebody. Even if you're hurting, I get you're hurting. I get people hurt. We all hurt people, but you don't have a right to mistreat people because you're hurting for whatever reason. And it's something deeper than her childhood because everybody in Peach's life did not wrong her. We're not going to play this game, y'all. So everybody in her fucking childhood, so all of her siblings wronged her. Her mama wronged her. Her daddy wronged. So the aunts, everybody in her life wronged her. But she laying up with this dude. She laying up with this ninja. He didn't wrong her. How many times have he wronged her? She's still with him. She forgave him. So why the fuck she can't forgive everybody else then? But because it seemed like to me that he did more pain or more wrong to her than her mama and her daddy could have ever done. I'm just saying.
But baby, I'm not gonna be over here dropping no tears, okay? I'm not gonna drop no tears because if I was such a bad mama, every time a situation come, who you call? Your mama come running, even though you don't made your mama cry. You don't call your mama every name in the book, but this mama still run and come because I love you. That's why your mama get up and come. I don't get up and run and ask you for no money because you know your mama don't ask you for no money. I get up and run and come because you're my child and I love you. And no matter how much you disrespect me and call me every name in the book, you know you got a good mama. You know what type of mama you got. You know your mama gonna come whenever day it is, whatever time of the night, whatever she gonna come and she got to leave.
Well, I think you are a good mother, right? So I understand what you're trying to say. I understand what you're saying. I ain't gonna say trying to say. No, you're saying it. I'm gonna say that just because you get up and run does not make a good mother. Sometimes a good mother will sit her ass down and let her figure it out. Sometimes that's a good mother too. Okay, sometimes when your children are out of fucking control and they're too damn disrespectful and don't respect you, or when a person a person in general disrespects you and don't see you as a human fucking being, then sometimes
Her mama gonna be there.
as a good person or a good mother, you don't always have to run to it to be oozed. You don't know. That doesn't always make you a good parent. Okay, because all that is guilt and manipulation that person is using on you. And you know it. You already know that that's what's happening. So that doesn't make you necessarily a good parent. But I know you're a good parent. I get what you're saying. But I'm just telling you that you stand back and letting her figure the fuck out is also a good parent. Understand that too. So that doesn't just make you a good parent. Sometimes you leaving and backing the fuck up and letting this disrespectful ass bitch figure it out. Now, you don't have to call your child bitch. I'm going to do it for you, okay? And I'm just saying that doesn't mean or make her better. That doesn't make the situation better, lighter, or none of that. You have every right as a mother to not do shit, to let her figure it the fuck out. Because at some point in time, because all you doing when you just run and jump for her, all you doing is you asking for oozing. All you doing is you're giving her the right to do what she does. You are what did they say, co-signing this shit. So I'm just saying, from a mother to a grandmother to a mother to a grandmother herself, and I understand where you're coming from. You don't have that, she doesn't have that right. And you don't have to keep running to her, and you can love her from a distance too. And part of that love is you not going after her. That's that turning the cheek shit. No, fuck that. Sometimes you have to let a motherfucker figure it out. Because sometimes you always run to her rescue, she would never learn her lesson, which is why which is the karmic spiritual pathway which you all are going under, because you're not allowing this child to learn her lesson. God is trying to make her learn her lesson, but you're interfering with the lesson that God is trying to teach her. So I could talk to you biblically, okay? And what you're doing is you're allowing this motherfucking child of yours to run the fuck over you. And that's not right, because guess what? The children are watching. So if she think the fuck she can do it, everybody else gonna try to too. Because it's a karmic. Now this is what we call karma, y'all. Because Peach has not learned her lesson, and apparently you haven't either. And at some point in time, but I understand, because that's your child and it's hard. It's hard to see your child hurt. But sometimes you may have to let them fall for a little bit so they can understand, so they can learn their lesson, because it's their lesson to learn. But you're making her lesson your lesson. And it ain't your lesson. It's her lesson. Sometimes we have to stand back, and it's hard. The shit is hard. I promise you, it's the fuck hard. Trust me. My mother had to let me the fuck learn my motherfucking lesson. I done got taught many lessons. You hear me? Sometimes you just gotta back the fuck up and let her the fuck figure it out. Because if you keep intervening, and God will let you know when to intervene. And this ain't no God's work, child. This ain't God's work. You're intervening in what God is trying to show her. You are standing in the way of that because you keep co-signing the shit for her. And you can't keep co-signing her bullshit. You have to step the fuck back, let her figure it out, let her ass cash that check that she trying to write. Okay? Let her ass cash that check she trying to write. And she ain't got all of her signature on the motherfucker. So let her cash it out. Stop standing in the way of the karmic spiritual pathway. Because that's what you're doing. If you don't get that lesson, you gonna keep repeating it. She gonna keep coming up here cursing you the fuck out, and it's gonna get worse. She probably gonna call the law on you. She gonna say you did this to her. She gonna press charge. It's gonna be something crazy, and you gonna get the blunt of it. And that's not what God has in plan or in store for you. Now you want me to get biblical. Y'all want me to talk some shit to y'all. Y'all want me to talk biblical. Okay. All right. I'm just saying that either you gonna figure it out, allow her to figure it out. Stop running to her fucking rescue because it's not helping her. You think you're helping her, but you're not helping her. If you were helping her, you would see a difference in her. But you're not helping her. You're hurting her by intervening. She needs to experience what God has in store for her. Okay. Once she's able to experience what God has in store for her, y'all may be able to mend that relationship. But until then, and only then, you can't step in the way of God's work. And that's what you're trying to do. You can't keep saving her. She has to save herself. She has to talk and work within herself. And she has to remember why and understand her purpose. She has not even tapped into her purpose. She's not even close to what her purpose is. She doesn't want much of nothing because she think everything her purpose is being in that man and having all these damn children. And that's not the purpose. That's what's happening. And that's a part of her life, but that's not her full purpose. Okay? And sometimes we all have different pathways that we have to go down. Now our spiritual pathways may cross as we move down the line, right? But then sometimes they have to be separate. I got my own spiritual pathway, but we share certain aspects of our spiritual pathway. Okay? But we have our own. What Tupac say when I Ain't Mad at You video, when he was talking to Red Fox, he said you gotta make your own path. You do. You could be married, your husband, both of y'all are loyal to each other, both of y'all in love, y'all good people, but y'all still have separate pathways. Just think about it as a job. Some of us gonna go to work, some of us gonna go to this job. We're gonna go to different jobs. We're not go to the same job, but then at some point that day we're gonna meet up. That's all.
Like when you had the last baby, where your mama was at? Your mama was at work. Your mama dropped everything to run to be there for you. She was there for you, but you're not going to tell the people.
Well, here's the thing. She didn't appreciate it. So there's no purpose of you doing that. And some people will be like, well, that's not the Christian thing. And that's not, you know what I mean? We as mothers, we sacrifice. Yes, as mothers, we do sacrifice, but we can only sacrifice if we're allowed to. We can only do what we're allowed to do. We can't force our children to love us. We can't force our children to we can't force them to respect us. Not take that back. Now you can force somebody to respect you. Either if they ain't gonna respect you, don't go around them. Right?
People the truth. You're not going to tell the people the truth. I don't call you. And if I did call you to ask you for something, I never asked you to give me. I asked you to let me borrow some money. Not give me no money. If you want to be honest, I never ever told you pay me $2,000, $3,000 to keep my grandkids. Because they're my grandkids. They're my grandkids.
Family does that. It's a normal thing for a family for us to say, hey, can I get $20? Can I buy me $5? Oh, I'm a little short on my rent. Oh, I'm a little short here. I'm a little short here. Do you think you could, or could you babysit? Could you go to the store and buy me some meat? I'll pay you when you get here. Could you buy me a fruit cup and drop it off in my house? I give you money when you get here. Do you mind taking me to a grocery store? I give you $20. I give you $50. Whatever the case is, we all, as family, we're going to ask each other for help. That's a part of it. You know what I mean? We're going to help each other because we're a family. That's the part of being a family. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes some people overdo it. I don't think that with every family, but I think in general, sometimes you have that one person, they always asking you for something. They always asking you to do something. They can't do shit for themselves. Jasmine, you know what I mean? A bitch like that. Yeah. So that's what happens. And sometimes, so I don't think it's anything wrong for her mama to ask her for a $5 here, $20, 100 or whatever, and she pays her back. Or if she don't pay her back and they do something else, like she might say, "Hey, give me $20 or give me 100." You know what I mean? And she's like, "Well, I'll keep the children this weekend for you. Gave me that, girl. I keep the children all weekend. I keep the children all week or whatever. I got the food for them because you gave me money. I got them. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with doing a favor for a favor. It's nothing wrong with, giving, reciprocal of energy, like energy transference, I'm giving you this, you giving me this. You know what I'm saying? It's always like that. Or you give me this and I do something else for your children. You know what I mean? Or you do something for your children. You know what I mean? I do something for your children and you like, oh, she did something nice for my children. Let me slide her this, whatever. I got a nice jewelry for her, nice necklace. It's nothing wrong with that. It's no big fucking deal. It's your fucking mama. You don't say that when you giving that damn ninja money. I mean, and he just popped babies in you. He not really doing nothing for you. So I mean, what if you want to ask for $20, $30? Just give your mama damn money. I would go to my mama house and I would have on like some nice earrings. My mama be like, "Ooh, where's mine? Those are nice earrings. Where's mine?" I'll be like, "Girl." And then I might next week come back with some other earrings. I might be like, "Oh, mama, I got something else for you that's better." You know what I mean? I'll give her that. Or whatever the case is. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's nothing wrong with, sharing each other's stuff. I just think there's a fine line of something. Some things I don't want to share. You know what I mean? I don't like sharing. You know what I'm saying? Like, like my sprays, my perfume. No, you can't have my perfume. I'll buy you one though, but you can't have mine. I'll buy you one though. Hold on, I'm sorry, I cut her down. Apologize.
Pay me to keep no grandkids. Nobody. When school, if she was talking to me, just like I went to the store and spent $500 on a pair of school shoes this year, I would have bought all them children a pair of shoes because that's the type of grandmama I am. But you're not gonna tell the world that. You just want to keep bashing your mama. You bashing the lady that's always wanting her to have your bike. I'm always there.
Stop having her back though. I mean, again, you're giving her permission to ooze you. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. I'm not telling you to come up here and cuss her out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you none of that. I'm not telling you to disrespect your child. I'm not really, I mean, but you got to look at it realistically. You got to look at yourself and understand that you're giving her permission and you have to be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? You are giving your daughter permission. Is it right? No, it's not right. It's not right that your daughter mistreats you. It's not right. But at the same time, you are allowing it by running to her defense every time. So you have to draw a line in the sand. Whether you can keep crying and praying and all this other stuff. There is a such thing as prayer with work, and part of your prayer is to do the damn work. And what is that work? Let her figure it the fuck out. And you working on your healing process. And you're separating so she can't hurt you and developing a line of defense so your child can't hurt you like this anymore. You have to develop a line of defense. And you have to develop a fuck no. No, I said no. I'm not doing it, or not responding. Or if she call you, don't answer your phone. Cause my mama, I called that bitch and she didn't answer her phone. Okay, well, why would she answer your dumbass call? Bitch, you know what you did to your mama?
But you're not gonna tell the world that. Out of all three of my kids, I'm there for you. I'm there for you all the time. All the time. And I don't understand one thing about me. I wouldn't care what my mama did. There's no way I can call my mama a B.
Peach does definitely need a lesson, and she's going to get one, but her mama is standing in the way of her understanding this lesson. As long as her mama get the fuck out the way and let Peach figure it out and stop running to her defense, she will get her lesson, but she can't get a lesson because Peach mama is standing in the way of it.
I'm gonna say the word. There's no way I can get out in front of the whole world and call my mama a bitch, call my mama a hoe. That lady had me. If I got a problem with my mom, I'm gonna go to my mama.
Anybody with sense, yeah, of course. But your daughter don't have it. You right.
I ain't finna come on here because when my mama gone.
Part of that is y'all probably gave her. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, we all make mistakes. right? So I'm not even going to go there about what may have happened in the mistake that you may have made or not. I don't want to discuss that right now because it's not that video. But what I am going to say is that maybe you all gave Peach too much. Maybe she one of them type of people that have to have certain things. And and not just, it's not just about materialisms, right? Because there are such things. Some people isms, I believe in the isms, but everybody got their own isms, right? But I'm saying is that maybe y'all gave her too much isms. Maybe it was too much attentionism. I'm making it worse, yeah. Or materialism, or it was just, you gave her too much and you gave her too much attention. And sometimes when you have children that you give too much attention to, or they feed off attention, so much attention, and there's never enough attention, you could, everybody in the whole entire room could stop the whole entire uh room and command everybody pays attention to that child, and everybody's paying attention to that child, and it still may not be enough. And Peace just strikes me as that type of child and type of person. She's a child to me. She acts like a child. She acts like a 10-year-old. But I'm just saying that she seems like that type of person. Sometimes enough tension is not enough. And that's very difficult to deal with children that are like that, or boys or girls, it doesn't matter. It's difficult to deal with that. And you have to kind of teach them, like, hey, it's not just about you, it's about all of us. When you start having other children, when you start having other children and a child come up to the hospital, and they're the oldest one, or they're middle, whatever, you will have them to have the baby. You'll have them to hold the baby and say, this is your responsibility. We are all family. This is your little sister, and she needs just as much attention as you need. Right now, sometimes I'm going to pay more attention to them, and sometimes I'm going to pay more attention to you. Depends on what's happening. And so you have to teach them that in the beginning. When you start having children, you have to teach them that. You have to gel that into their head, because man,
I can't get another mama.
right?
And there's no way I can ever disrespect my mama. No way. But my daughter constantly keep making videos.
Mm-hmm.
All that I have done, and you try to make people think that I want your money. You try to make people, I call you to ask you to give me. You never give me nothing. Never. And mistreat. You talking about mistreat. I ain't never mistreat my kids. I ain't never had to whoop my kids. No, nothing. If I was such a bad...
Well, back in back in the 90s, or however old Peach funky ass is, I don't know how old that his health is. I don't feel like looking it up and none of that. I really don't care. Y'all don't even have to tell me in here because it's irrelevant. But a while ago, yeah. So some children may have gotten spankings here and there. I'm not saying might have, but I'm just saying that sometimes that may have happened in the day. Nowadays, it's a little differently, right? We don't necessarily do that in most cases. Sometimes we have to check them in different ways, taking things from them. It's different ways that you can do it, especially if you had your children since day one, right? If your children, whatever means you had your children through. But yeah, there's so many different ways to do that. The point is that even if you might have whooped her, Tracy, she probably needed it. I'm sorry, but nevertheless, whatever means that you may have took stuff from her, or I don't know. But again, I don't get the vibe that you were as bad as what she's trying to portray. I feel that in my spirit.
Mama, my children, HRS would have took my children. They would have came and got my kids. They would have been running away. And you, to my 16 years old, Greg was picking you up from work. The devil is a lie, okay? He was never picking you up from work. I'm the one. When you got ready to go somewhere, I had my son go out there and copy everybody's driving license in the car. Everybody that came to pick you up. As soon as they pulled up, what your brother did. Your brother ran out there and got everybody ID. And went in the house and made a copy. I got everybody mama phone number. I wrote tag number down, VIN number down. That's the kind of mama I am. But you ain't gonna tell them that because you want to make your mama look bad. And I am tired of this. I am so sick of this right here. I got to defend myself. I got people coming to me, telling me what I should have did and this and that, but you're not telling the people the truth.
Right. I understand. And sometimes they can see it from their perspective, but their perspective be fucked up and wrong. Sometimes people exaggerate. There's some things, sometimes people exaggerate. Sometimes they might have felt the ways for whatever reason. You know what I mean? But sometimes people have their own perspective. But at the end of the day, sometimes you can love your children so much, or you can love your parents so much, but sometimes they just don't have it in them to give you love. And sometimes people love you, but they don't love you the way that you want to be loved. Sometimes as parents, especially as mothers, look, I'm a Taurus mom. And I don't think nobody understands what a Taurus mom is. We are hardcore people, okay? Our children or how can I say, they probably, being a Taurus child, you will probably understand you will probably understand how to be hard. You know, I mean, you probably will understand how to carry yourself a certain way through any situation, because Taurus moms, we are hard. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I'm just like I was like one of those parents be like, hey baby, I love you. That wasn't really me. I'm like that now, but with me being a loving parent, I'm still a hardcore mom. Though I'm still kind of like that. I still have, like, look, we have values. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, you have to do that. You know what I'm saying? There is a certain level of responsibility, accountability, accountable, you know what I mean? But I'm there for you. I am definitely there for my children. Nobody can say that. But at my hardcore mom, my older children probably will say that. My youngest son says I am sometimes. He says not really though. But again, it depends. It depends on the personality of the child. Sometimes certain children may see certain personalities. They may be like, Mom, you know what I mean? When you have water sign children, they might not understand that. And sometimes you have to understand that not everybody is going to love you the way that you feel like you need to be loved. Love is not going to always be given in the way that you expect to be loved. Just because a person love you, that don't mean that they don't love you. They just mean that they love you the way that they know how to love you. Because they know as a parent, my daughter used to feel like that. Oh, she wanted me to be one of those mothers that hug and kiss on you all the time. That just wasn't me at that time, because I knew she was a water sign, and I understood that if I was so like, oh, it's okay, this world would have ate her the fuck up. I'm just being real. You know, with certain water children, you can give compassion. You just have to give compassion to them differently. And then at certain points in time, you can shift some of that, as long as they receive love from, if they have a balance of love. So you have to give children love a certain way. Not every child you can't treat. What I notice is, not every child, you have to treat children in the energy that they are. Some children, you understand that, like I would worry about certain children. Certain my children, I'd be worried about, because especially my daughter, because she's a very kind-hearted person. She's very sweet. And so I have to be like hard, kind of like, look, no, you ain't gonna, because this world will eat her up, and people will take a crunch out of her ass, because she's a giving spirit. So when you have a giving spirit, yeah, you can love them, but you have to love them a certain way, because you don't want the outside world to trample on her. You know what I'm saying? To that. And so, again, certain children are just differently. And coming from perspective of Taurus mom, no, I'm not one of those moms I'm not a pushover mom. I'm not a mom that you just gonna come in here and just disrespect my house. That ain't me. I'm not that type of grandma either. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it. And so you have to understand that, and certain children are like that. Some children, again, that works both ways. Certain children are just not really huggy, feely type of children. There are certain children, like my middle son, he's like, he's not a huggy type of person. He don't really, he'll hug you from the side. He'll be like, here. You know what I mean? That ain't him. That ain't him. Some children are really loving and really happy. Like when my daughter come and get a hug now, I'll really hug her, because it's like she grown now, so I don't have to, you know what I mean? And she calls me to get pep talk. So I must not did too bad, right? You know, and sometimes you just have to, you have to understand what you're dealing with, and you don't want the world to always, when you have really sweet children, or you have children that are um unique in their energy, where you feel like they are being taken, they're children that can be taken advantage of. You do have to kind of deal with them a little bit differently, and you have to teach them certain things and certain principles, because they're not going to understand. You can tell them, but you have to show them certain things. You can give them love and being there for them and different things like that. Again, each child is differently. Could I have been more affectionate? Sure. you know but what could, it's, I can do it. I'm doing it now. So sometimes you have to just do things in the way that your spirit tells you. I only went off of what my spirit told me to do. And I felt like the need to, you have to make children strong, because this outside world is fucking wicked. This shit is wicked. I grilled in my children. My mother be like, you got to clean up. You got to, you know what I mean? You have to clean up on Saturdays. We cut the music on, everybody clean up. My father would be cleaning up. I would be cleaning up. My mother be like, go in there and fry that chicken. Turn that chicken up. I'm like, why the fuck I got to do this shit? You know what I'm saying? So certain principles and certain things. My mother used to hug me, and I would just kind of freeze like this. I don't know, affection. When I was coming up, it just affection was weird. But my daddy wasn't really a huggy type of person, and now he is. And I'll be like, hi. It'd be so weird to me. But yeah, I receive it and give it now. But it was difficult. Some of that is about the adoption part of component. So I did get therapy about that. But the thing is, I had to work my way. Did I give my daughter hugs? Yes, I used to give her hugs. But I was more harder than a hugger. But did I give her hugs? Yes. Wouldn't necessarily. If she was over there crying and somebody really hurt her feelings, I'd be like, oh, somebody hurt your feelings. Oh, we going to ride. I was that kind of mom. I was like, what? Oh, no, hell no. What you say? I got you. Go in the room and go clean your face. I'll be back in a minute. Y'all ever seen you know what I mean? I was one of them kind of moms, but I still gave love, but it was just differently. And that's what people have to understand. Sometimes as mothers, we love differently. And not every child needs that. If you have a balance, you know what I mean? Not every child needs that. Sometimes even giving a child that's really affectionate, too much affection, even when they wrong, you giving them affection, and it's just kind of okays them, or you always running to their rescue and they fucking up all the time. No, you at some point you can't keep allowing them to keep fucking up. I don't care how old they get or how young they are. You have to sometimes let them stand and be punished. Just saying. Sometimes you gotta let that happen. Or sometimes a child may need that hug when they don't want that hug. And there's times when that child may not need that hug when they want that hug. It just depends. Sometimes your spirit will tell you. Sometimes your spirit will tell you to hug, really give that person a hug, or really work on hugging, or really give them affection, or really kiss them, but just always be there. I was just the type of mother back in the day where if my children needed me to come up to their stuff, or they was having to play, whatever the case was, I was just there. If they needed me, I would be there. I was phone call away. They can call me. If they needed me, I would be there. Or if they needed to talk to me, my children used to talk to me about everything. If they needed me to talk and say, Mama, I need to talk to you, don't comment, Mama, just listen. Okay, no problem. You understand what I'm saying? I'm there. I'm like, okay, Mama, can you give me some advice? Sure. Mama, can you give me $20? Mama, can you give me $30? Mama, can I come stay with you for just a while? Mama, can I spend the night tonight? I'm hurting or something. I don't feel good. Sure, come on. You know what I mean? That's the type of mother I am. But again, every situation can be different. Not everything is black and white. Sometimes we fail. Let's be honest. Let's keep it real. Sometimes I failed as a mother, right? Sometimes I failed. Sometimes we all fall or fail as moms. It's just it. Sometimes we fail as fathers, right? Sometimes we fail as children. Hello? Don't we? Don't we do some stuff that we probably should have did this when our mother needed us to do it, but we was out chilling with our partners, or we was doing some shit we shouldn't have been doing, and our mama needed us and we said, fuck that, we ain't coming. You understand what I'm saying? It's just sometimes we fuck up. We fuck up because we are human. And the deal is this here is that don't nobody deserve to be mistreated over and over and over again. But at the same time, you as that person have to decide on what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. You, at some point in time, you have to let people figure it out. Whether is she the mama, whether you're the daughter, it doesn't matter. If a person keeps wronging you and keep fucking you over and over and over again, you have to figure something out. You got to set some boundaries. I'm off my damn soapbox. Let me get the fuck out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you all. The thing is, mothering takes some time. We don't have to manipulate people to get people to do what we want to do. You ask, either they're gonna do it or they're not. At some point in time, we have to decide on what we're going to do with our lives. Social media is not going to be the place to resolve our issues. If we have issues with our parents, if we have issues with our children, social the fuck media is not going to resolve it. And issues are not going to be resolved overnight. And sometimes we have to let people figure it the fuck out. Sometimes we need to stop running because we crave that attention, because we just want to be loved in that moment, or we know that we can reciprocate their temporary love or feel needed in that moment, I should say. And that's it. And sometimes it's up to you to decide on how you want to be treated. Everybody's not going to treat you right, but you have to make people treat you right. And that's it. All right, y'all, I'm out here.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Oh, shoot, I walked over here, y'all. Let me go ahead and get the hell out of here. All right, y'all. Never come.